Now, first, I'm going to say, first and foremost, I have not seen the movie. I saw a scene, which I'll get to in a moment. This is why I'm talking about the video, but I was tempted to check out the movie, buy it on Blu ray, and give my overall thoughts on the movie. But from what I've gathered, it's two-thirds of the movie is faithful to the adaptation. The first 40 minutes are, well, a complete disaster. Now, this video is not to judge whether or not the movie was bad or good, but my interest in it had died down completely when they put Batgirl in this position of a character that made me cringe, annoyed, frustrated, and trying to wonder what the fuck was going on through their heads. Especially, you see, okay, I never read the Killing Joke comic book, graphic novel, whatever. But I have heard great reviews of it, and it has made me tempted to check out the book more than the movie since, well, what happened. And then when I heard the movie was being made, I was like, oh, this is going to please a lot of Batman fans. And then when I read up that one major flaw within the comic was the fact that Barbara Gordon, aka Batgirl, wasn't really used enough in the book, in the novel, because she was just a plot point and eventually sets up the Oracle storyline they do later on in future comics. So it got announced back in April or sometime this year that the anime adaptation of Batman the Killing Joke, executive produced by Bruce Timm, will retell the classic tale in a new, exciting way. It will also feature an original 15-minute prologue to help set up the story and giving longtime fans something new to look forward to. Um, and Bruce Timm himself had said that The Killing Joke wasn't long enough to feature-length animated movie. DC animated films usually run between 65 to 75 minutes. Thus, the need for a prologue that will allow viewers to become more invested in Barbara Gordon as the character before her assault by the Joker because she gets paralyzed from the waist down after she gets shot by him. Um, okay, I was okay. Like, this gives something interesting to look forward to. We get to see more content and whatnot, and we get to be more invested in this new incarnation of Barbara that was not seen in The Killing Joke. So, okay, I'm all for it. Then I don't know what happened, but I'm just gonna go on the four-face lie that they lied to us. Because what they did was a 30-minute prologue featuring this subplot of a criminal who becomes obsessed for her and in a dangerous way and becomes stalking her and is sexually interested in her and all that. And then Batman takes her off the case because he's concerned, and then Batgirl, being the strong, independent female character that she is in this movie, um, is all cynical, snobbish, well, not really snobbish, but really self-centered a lot and overconfident. Like, okay, she could get overconfident. That's one problem I'm not going to take away because being a hero and whatnot, you probably couldn't get a little overconfident with your abilities. But the way they do it here, it makes her look like a self-centered, entitled, spoiled little brat. Especially when she starts assaulting the Batman, Bruce Wayne, both physically and mental and verbally. Um, and I'm like, how am I supposed to cheer for you? Because you're Batgirl? Because you're Barbara Gordon? Like, take away all the comics and whatnot. Take away all that. Say this was the first Batman comic featuring her. Um, okay. You get shot and paralyzed. Yes, that's tragic, but now I know this might sound a little cruel, but why should we feel sorry for you? Because everything points to you being a self-snide little brat. And then then I'm like, okay, wait, this could still be salvaged. It never gets salvaged. And then when she manages to outmaneuver the Batman, I'm pretty sure he let her win that time, they have sex. Um, okay, I don't read the comics much. I don't read many comics, but I have seen the series at times, and from what it looked like, Barbara Gordon and Bruce Wayne had a father-daughter relationship, like a father figure. Like, yeah, she has her father, Jim Gordon, but it looks more like a father-daughter relationship, mentor and student. And I'm like, oh my god, you did not just do that. Like, you really went there. You freaking went there. You decide, and now it's become a hashtag according to Angry Joe, bat sex, where Batman has sex with Barbara Gordon. She initiated it first, but like, I'm trying to wonder what the fuck happened. Like, this is the thing that's supposed to get us emotionally invested in Barbara when she gets shot. Okay, well, I have to be honest. Her being a plot point in the comic was more invested than this one. It's like a bad fan fiction to many people. A lot of people were saying it was a bad fan fiction of Batgirl and Bruce Wayne. It was like some people in the comments when I was watching the scene on YouTube because someone uploaded it. Some were saying that if it was Robin, then they could somewhat get behind. But with Bruce Wayne, like, okay, I'm not going to discriminate love being 20 years apart, the romance being 20 years apart, but it's more like you're having sex with your father figure and teacher. That's just weird for me and disturbing. And me and my friend had a conversation for this for like 20 minutes when I told him about this, like when I found out about, like, really they did this scene. And he couldn't believe that they did that. He was absolutely disgusted with it. And he never read the comic, but he does know for a fact Barbara Gordon is not like this. I'm like, in Batman Beyond, like I told him, they hint that Bruce Wayne and Barbara Gordon had something, but they just hinted it. If you cut that out, then you probably wouldn't just. Then you could just cut that out and then, like, oh, okay, maybe they had something, maybe they didn't. Okay. But in this, they just throw the rule book out the window and just, okay, let's do it. Let's go all the way with this. And it's just wrong for me. Like, I'm sure someone else would think this was a good idea, but, like, this was just wrong. Like, why couldn't you just do the character developing thing instead of just objectify her and say, well, she's important. Good job, people. Good job. Good job, Warner Brothers. We did it. We made her feel important in this comic, other than a plot point. Like, so I looked up what the writer's thinking, and he's defending this statement. And then I looked up what he did with Wonder Woman, how a bunch of Amazon goddesses, whatever, went ahead, seduced some sailors, had sex with them, then killed them and sold the male children that they got impregnated with to the goddess Hephaestus for weapons. Okay, I get the Amazon Themyscira is an all-woman society, but what the fuck? I'm like, I'm gonna say it. I've never followed the comics of Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman, all these things. I've watched the TV shows mostly, and I'm thinking, like, this is way out of character for me, like, and the movies, but, like, this is just way out of character for me. Like, this is like, what the heck just happened? So I lost interest in watching the movie. My friend was never interested in watching the movie, but after what he did, any chance of getting interested in watching this movie was dead on arrival with that when I told him about it. But, like, I just felt like they should have done better. Like, they should have just went ahead with Barbara Gordon, do this build up with her, and then we can feel sympathetic for her when she gets shot. Like, is it tragic? Yes. But feeling sorry for the character the way they did in the movie? No. I'd rather feel sorry for the plot point version of Barbara Gordon in The Killing Joke, because at least then we can interpret how Barbara Gordon is. But the Barbara Gordon we got in The Killing Joke, like, I get this as a one-shot, so this is a good thing. That means there's no more sequels. We're only going to get this one Barbara Gordon, and this one Barbara Gordon is just not likable whatsoever. Like I was told when I was watching another review, that she sees a couple arguing, and then she throws the boyfriend into the bushes and calls him scum or something like that. And I'm thinking like, okay, you're getting way too emotionally over insane for this. Like, and also I'm trying to wonder, um, you do know Bruce Wayne, aka Batman, is friends with Jim Gordon. Okay, how freaking awkward would that be? And kind of a stab in the back because you've been friends with this guy for years. He's helped you since you lost your parents, and you fuck his daughter. Um, I don't think he would be okay with that whatsoever. Oh, and Batman, he doesn't do as well. He doesn't address it. He wants to be that brooding guy, whatnot, and like doesn't want to act on anything that just happened, even though he gave into temptation. So there should have been cause for concern on that. But yeah, I just wanted to give my thoughts on this one specific scene because there was so much going on the internet when this, and I thought, well, I should give my thoughts on it. So everyone, this was Neo Reality Entertainment. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and donate to tune for more.